Hey, happy Wednesday. I am super excited that you're joining us today for our Winners Wednesday. And we've got a very special guest, Miss Cathy O'Neill. Welcome, Cathy.
Thank you very much. So honored to be here with you.
Yeah, my pleasure. So, Cathy joins us. You've been in real estate, a long time. I'll let you give a brief background. You're in St. Louis, Missouri, also an agent with eXp Realty. And I might say she's been a four-time icon, which we'll learn a little bit more about that later on. So, Cathy, let's just go ahead and dive right in. Do you mind telling us a little bit about your history in real estate, how long you've been in real estate, and how you got started?
Okay, so it all started back when I was born, 1967. Sorry, I'm just kidding. I had a 15-year radio sales corporate job prior to real estate, and in 2004, I started in real estate, and in 2.5 years, we took our business from zero to 22 million. It was very exciting. And then I guess in my fourth year, I decided to try out commercial real estate. And I did that for 2 years and then promptly went back to residential that I knew. Since then, I've been with a Coldwell Banker franchise. I've been with KW, helped start a boutique real estate company, and then learned about EXP. So I've been with EXP for almost 4 years. On December 12th, it'll be 4 years.
Wow, that's awesome. Congratulations. So, do you know your agent ID? I mean, obviously, EXP is now 65,000 agents. You got in pretty early. Any idea?
I think I was right around 4,000.
Wow, early adopter for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can't do simple math. How many years is that in real estate?
18.
18 years. And you might have said it. I'm sorry. So,
No, that's
eight,
okay.
18 years. So, kind of tell us a little bit of how you've progressed of the 18. You've talked about going from commercial, using your broadcasting background, right? Probably in marketing and branding yourself, going from commercial to residential. What are some of your goals? How have you done this year and what are your plans moving forward?
So I do think some of my success in real estate definitely came from the skills that I learned in radio, because in radio, I was in sales. I was never on the air. And then I was a sales manager, and we really came from a corporate. It was a corporation, so it was definitely corporate America. And so it was get up, put on a suit every day, write thank you notes to all of your clients all the time. And I really do think those skills, just moving fast, responding to people quickly, and radio is a super fast paced industry. I think just all of those skills coming to bringing those to real estate really helped me a lot. And I think when I started with EXP, I was doing like around 7 million, and 4 years later, we'll most likely finish at 25 million this year. And when I say we, it's me and a full-time assistant.
Wow. So you beat me to the punch. I was going to ask, 25 million, that's quite a bit. I mean, how many transactions is that in St. Louis?
It'll be close to 50.
50 transaction and just
Mm-hmm.
you and an assistant and I think a TC, right? So,
Mm-hmm. Yes. Uh-huh.
wow. So what does your schedule look like? What's a typical day for Cathy?
Well, it's changing. It's my life is ever evolving. Pretty much, I have little kids still, and they're not that little. They're tall, but they're still young. 14-year-old girl and 11-year-old boy, and we get them off to school, and then I'm trying to incorporate a walk between dropping them, getting them to school, and starting work. And I've done that once in the last week. But I want it to be a routine. And then I have my list of things that I need to do for the day. I have appointments set with clients or agents, and I follow that schedule.
So going from 7 million to 25 million just in a matter of a few years. I mean, what's your secret? What are some of the lead generations that you're doing, some of the marketing? I mean, that's a lot of production for one agent.
So what I attribute that, I was kind of getting a little burnt out on real estate before I came to EXP. And literally, I thought I coined the term, but it was really Gene Frederick. I thought I seriously was saying, before I ever knew Gene Frederick said it, that EXP makes real estate fun again. Honest to God, it does. Because when I learned about the Icon program, I went for it my first year. I did every single thing I could possibly do to get to Icon, and I made it. And as a result of that, a lot of business and leads spilled into the next year, and then the next year, and then the next year, because I race the clock to get to Icon every year. And every year it's my goal to cap earlier in my cap year, and then to Icon earlier. And every year I have done it. So this year I think I Iconed in August. Last year I think I Iconed in November. So maybe the end of October, but I want to keep pushing that up. I would love to Icon in May. That would be awesome.
Wow. So that's, you know, and so for agents, you know, that may be watching this and don't know, let's talk about what is an icon. And so it sounds like the biggest key to your success has just really been that accountability, just paying attention to your numbers. And like you said, having a little, being more intentional, if you will. So let's explain what does icon mean?
So Icon is an amazing program that EXP offers to agents who reach their cap, and a cap is 16,000. So it's about 2.7 to $3 million in production, and then you will cap with EXP, and then you will be at 100% commission. At that point, when you do 20 more deals on top of that, in addition to your cap, you become an Icon agent, and you're eligible to get your $16,000 cap back in stock. And it's the most amazing program ever. So I love it. Because
are you saying you literally get paid to work at EXP?
I get paid a lot to work at EXP. EXP pays me a lot to work at EXP.
That's awesome. So, you know, going from 7 million to 25 million, you know, well, let's backtrack. So corporate America, right?
Yes.
And then going from 7 million to 25 million only in the matter of a few years, and still operating with, you know, a fairly small team. What are your plans? What do you want to do next year? Is it, you know, are you going to do more in sales? Are you going to grow your team? What does that look like?
Right now I'm gearing up to do a little bit more in sales. I'd like to do, let's see, I'd like to do 35 million next year. So we're working on that. We're working on setting that up right now. We've been working on that really since August, September timeframe. And when I say working on that, what that means is, where are the clients going to come from? Who said they wanted to move, that, you know, hasn't been able to make the move for a couple of years for whatever reason. So just getting back with those clients, making sure everyone's taken care of. And then I use a top 50 program where I reach out to my top 50 clients and biggest fans at least once every 2 months. And then I do send out postcards, and some people might find that that is a little archaic, but I've been sending out postcards to about 1,300 people once every 2 weeks for about 5 years. And yes, that goes out to my sphere. And so a lot of my sphere will call me and say, hey, we'd like to sell our house. But if I weren't sending those out, I'm not sure that they would call me. So I send them to some farm areas, and I send them to my past clients, my current clients, and my sphere. And I've been doing that for a long time.
I love that. And it's a consistency that counts, right? A lot of times we'll do one postcard or maybe two for 6 months, and then you know, oh, it doesn't work. Well, I have to say, Cathy, I don't think it's archaic. I think sometimes in sales, we've gotten so used to lead generation and putting everything online that we've forgotten a little bit of that touch to touch, direct mail, door knocking, you know, face-to-face interaction that we might have missed. So, so 35 million. And are you going to bring on any team members? How are you going to go from 25 to 35 million? Are you going to leverage that in any way?
Yes, I will be leveraging that with maybe 1 to 2 team members on my personal real estate team. And then I am building my organization within EXP. So I am working with a lot of agents who are interested right now in learning more about EXP, and I'm talking to them. So I'm really looking forward to this year being a big attraction year for EXP.
Awesome. And so is that going to be specific to St. Louis, or are you bringing on agents from all over?
I'm talking to agents all over.
Okay.
All over the country, all over the world.
So you're going after world domination, right?
World domination. Yeah. I'm looking for, I'm not looking for, but I'm connecting with people in Australia and some other countries that, you know some agents and are introducing me. So it's so fun to meet these agents all over the world.
So what I hear is you're taking all the skills of basically your past production and you're going to, in turn, teach other agents how to do the same and build out your organization.
Yes, absolutely.
Great. So for agents that are watching this, maybe, they haven't built a team yet, or they'd love to increase their production, or maybe just new to real estate. I mean, what's some of the advice, over 18 years, what's some of the advice that you'd like to give them?
I would like to say I was pretty intense when I first started because radio was just very, very intense and fast moving. And I would say, don't beat yourself up. Um, Celebrate the victories, even if they're small. You get a listing appointment, you go on the listing appointment, those are victories. You may not get the listing, you still had victories. Pay attention to what you did to get the appointment and get in front of your client. Pay attention to who your favorite clients are and why you like working with them, because identifying your ideal client is the key to working with wonderful people. So that's what I would say is find out who you really, really enjoy working with. Go over a list from a past career or go over a list from, your past or recent sales and find out who are the people that you so enjoyed working with and just talk to them and say, I just can't tell you how much I enjoyed working with you. I'd love to do another project with you. Is there anybody else that's like you that I can help? Because it makes it so much more fun.
So do you set out like certain hours throughout the day? Do you time block that you're going to prospect or reach out to your sphere or past clients or your top 50 that you mentioned?
The proper answer to that question is yes. I'm working towards that. So I can't say I time block. It's pretty much whatever I'm focused on, I will dive deep into. And I have a full-time assistant who's wonderful, and she helps me take on a lot of the projects that we start. And then I can get back to my clients and my agents. So I would like to say I have time block, Micah, but I don't quite have that yet.
Well, maybe that's something you implement, right? To get
Yes.
the 25 to 35. We call it the power hour. So,
Yes.
for new agents that are watching this, it's trying to build, the referral base and continuous business. I always recommend 2 hours a day of uninterrupted prospecting because that's where you control the outcome. So, I mean, would you say a lot of your business right now is referral based? Do you do any additional marketing, advertising? I know that you do, branding. How are you funneling in all those clients?
I do I do real estate Facebook marketing. I network naturally. So when I'm out, I say hi to people. We connect. I find it fairly easy to connect with people I don't know because I've been doing it since literally I was 22 when I got out of college. I've always been in sales. So you just kind of learn how to build a rapport with somebody. And it comes naturally, really. If you just want to get to know people, you can just start asking them questions. How are you? Oh, where do you live? Oh, what do you do? Oh, great. Where do your kids go to school? Do you have kids? You have a dog? What do you do for fun? Just those things that are just natural when you are trying to get to know people. I'm naturally inquisitive, and I'm just interested in what people are doing. So um, I do some Facebook. I reach out to a lot of people by phone. We do some email marketing and the postcards. And we could be more sophisticated, but what I'm doing is working for now. And we always are open to new ideas and implementing new things. I did just start with a company that is called Get It Done. And they are making calls for me on expired calls. And I got 3 leads last night that I am to call today at 11. So I am starting with them. And literally, I'm just now getting leads from them. I've been with them for a couple of weeks.
That's awesome. And by the way, no kickbacks on that or anything, right? We're not necessarily
No,
promoting, but that's great. So you're doing a little bit of your referral base, going after past clients, and then still marketing and promoting and prospecting for new clients.
yes. And there's absolutely no kickback. And it's actually called Consider It Done, not Get It Done. I just forgot the name of it.
Everybody's Googling it right now, right?
Yeah, it's consider it done. Yeah.
That's awesome. So they have ISAs, and then they just
Mhm.
direct connect you once they.
They
Awesome.
send an email with the name and phone number of the person who wants to learn more about our services.
That's great. That's great. Do
Mhm.
you have any kind of a secret sauce to your listing appointments or anything that makes you stand out?
I go in and I find out what they need. It may be a simple and kind of odd question to ask someone who wants to list their house. What is your goal here? Well, everyone would say, well, my goal is to sell my house. Well, sometimes it is, but why? To what end? Are you trying to make a big profit on your house? Are you trying to get out because you need to move quickly? Are you expecting a baby? Do you need to move out of state for some reason? Do you have a family member moving in with you? Do you need more space? I mean, you need to find out what is their motivation for moving, really, is what it is. And then I just speak to their needs, and we decide to connect or not.
No, I love it. And from what I hear, whether it's, sellers or buyers or even agents that you're talking about partnering with, it's about the other person, right? We're in a people business. So you're just asking questions, getting to know them and how you can help them with your services. So it's
Yes,
really as simple as that, right? I think
it
sometimes
really
we make
is.
it overcomplicated.
You can go in with a 25-page slick looking listing presentation. They don't care about that, is what I found over the years. They just
Mhm.
don't care. They don't even want it. They hand it back to you most of the time and say, hey, I don't need this, you can save it for somebody else. So I do go in prepared with the neighborhood, and I know my
Right.
comps and all of that, so that shouldn't go without saying. I don't go in completely blind, like I have no idea what their area is worth or anything like that. I do homework before I go.
Right. No, I couldn't agree more. I mean, even back when I was in sales, people would ask, can you send me your listing presentation? Other agents, I'm like, I don't have one. This is your listing presentation, right?
Right,
I gave them a 52-point marketing plan of how I was going to sell their home because honestly, that's all they cared about. So it
right,
sounds like
exactly.
we're probably on the same page. Awesome. Well, anything else that I didn't ask you that you'd love to kind of wrap up with or add to this?
I'm just going to give a shout out to you. Micah is the best senior partner and mentor with EXP, and I've learned so much. And I just came back from a weekend with Micah and Hamudi in Puerto Rico, and we spent the weekend together working, and it was amazing. And I can't say enough about everything that Micah does for her organization at EXP.
Well, thank you so much. And Kathy, we're excited to be in business with you. I'm excited to continue to see your growth. So for agents that are interested in learning more about you and or partnering with you at EXP or just learning what that looks like, what's the best way to reach out to you?
Text me or call me. I'm a call girl. My number is 314-369-2536. And I'm happy to help any agent with your business, marketing ideas, whatever you need. I'm just happy to share what I've learned. I can't share what I don't know, but I certainly will share everything that I do know.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Kathy. I know that you've got a busy day ahead of you, so I truly appreciate your time. And we really appreciate you. And thanks for joining us today.
Okay. Thanks, Micah. Thanks for having me.
Take care. Bye.
Okay. Bye-bye.